Welcome and greetings to all viewers. My name is Ankur Kulshreshta. I am a CA and a CFA by academic qualification, and I am going to talk to you about the benefits of CFA from the US for a CA student or a CA member. But before that, let's look at different options available today to a 12th student or a finance professional in India today. Can we have the slide, please? Well, honestly speaking, there are a lot of options available, if you want to make a career in finance. You have started accountancy, which is like one of the most favorite, most foundation oriented, most fundamental course, and has been in India for more than 50 years. It is one of the most respectful course without a doubt. We have other courses like company secretary, CWA, you have courses like law, chartered financial planner, and there is a new course which is coming, which is known as chartered financial analyst. Now, let me just quickly update you on this new course. This CFA is basically a course from the US. Okay, now there is an institute called CFA Institute in the US, which is the globally the only service provider or the degree provider for this qualification. Okay, so let's just look at the similarities or the difference between this course called CFA and your favorite course called as CA. Now, the way to read this graph is that on the x axis, the bottom axis, I have mentioned these subjects, and on the y axis, which is the height, I have mentioned the depth in which they are covered in CA versus CFA. So, the lighter bars that you see are for CA course, and the yellowish bar or the darker bars are from CFA. So, you will see that there is little bit of similarity, but a lot of divergence also. So, if I talk about accountancy, CA obviously will have a lot more and a much detailed accounts compared to CFA. Talk about subjects like audit, tax, costing, Indian laws, etc. Well, probably CFA, since it is like an international degree, will not be that much focused. But comes economics, comes subject like financial management, you will find that a CFA scores much taller than our Indian CA. Let us just look at different overlaps like I talked. Now, there are on the left hand side are some topics which are not there in which are there only in CA, but are not covered as CFA. On your extreme right are some of the topics which are covered in CFA, but are not there in CA, and the central portion really is pretty much the the areas which are covered both by CA and CFA, obviously to different degrees. The question really is that are these two comparable? We often face a question that why should a CA student get into a course known as CFA, Chartered Financial Analyst? Well, the short answer to that question is a CA's role is pretty much to form an accounts, to make financial accounts, and a CFA's role pretty much starts from there. It starts by analyzing those accounts which are prepared by a chartered accountant. So, if I say that CFA is basically an extension of a wonderful degree called CA, and the course called CFA is extremely market oriented. It is the course which will give you specialization on capital market. It is a course which gives you specialization on investment banking, equity broking, treasury management, foreign exchange. Now, all these topics are covered in CA, but the point is that the degree of depth, you can see there are two boxes. The CA box is more a flattened out box, which says that it has got the width of the course is very high. But look at the CFA box, it is a more vertical oriented box which signifies the depth. So, in the areas that I mentioned like investment banking, equity broking, all other areas related to capital market, the depth that you will get in CFA is much more. Yeah, so that is one of the first and the most significant difference between a CA and a CFA. Let me also talk about the difference in terms of the jobs that a candidate for a CFA and for a CA gets in. So, look at the left hand side, The circle pointing gives you different opportunities or different profiles in which a CA can be placed. So, the most favorite is your accounting, then you have auditing, then you have your taxations, then you have your legal advisories, and all other regulatory matters. But look at the right hand side circle. These are the profiles where a CFA can be placed. So, here you have areas like investment banking, equity broking, treasury, cash management. To sum it all the fancy names in financial domain that you hear and talk about are really the core areas for a CFA to work. The other difference is CA is obviously the best, one of the best Indian degrees, but CFA on the other hand is recognized internationally. So, once you have that degree, then you can go to easily Hong Kong, London, Singapore, you name any financial market of the world, and CFA is a passport to that. So, let me kind of also give you a quick insight into why CFA is a must for a CA student. We all know what return on investment is. We are master for that. Now, being a CA already or doing CA already, the expected effort to get another international degree is very, very low. But look at the benefit or the incremental salary that you will get after becoming a CFA is more. So, to simply put it, you have already created a base by doing CFA. You just have to add a little in terms of your effort to get another degree. The rewards are much, much higher. So, that is a very, very high return on investment for a CA student to achieve a CFA degree and enjoy the benefits thereon. So, we talked about different career opportunity, and for a CA plus CFA, the world of finance is open. Now, imagine a person who knows how the accounts are made and knows how to analyze them. It is one of the best package for any employer. You name any financial industry, banking, insurance, investment banking, etc., you are one of the most sought after professional. So, just to summarize in the end, that the net benefits for a CA student in order to achieve CFA is that with little bit of extra effort, you get a lot of extra monetary benefits. With a little bit of extra effort, you get an internationally recognized degree. With a little bit of effort, you become one of the most sought after professional. With a little bit of extra effort, you get a fast track in your career. So, here is my suggestion to all my fellow colleagues who have either done CA or are in the process of doing it, that please treat CFA as an extension to your core degree. These are the times where you have dual specializations. What happened to MBBS 20 years ago will sooner or later will start happening to CA also. So, my suggestion is that all those who want to get into the field of financial management must look at CFA as their core degree, their core specialization, and definitely enroll for it. Thank you very much.